Teacher to tell you Levy's in really bad shape. It just takes those little graphics over there.
Levy needs a non-club ace or king or he will bust in 8th place. There's the flush for Pantling.
Made it on the turn.
Levy has a redraw. Now he needs a club. Doesn't get it.
Thanks.
Brutal to go out in 8th place, but the good news for Grant Levy is that the only teacher that made more money... Think Jason's regretting that turn call? Well, this move does look super bluffy, which I actually think makes it look even stronger. There is a lot out there that beats 2-8s, and a lot of it hits Johnny's range.
Jason folds to leave himself pretty much where he was before he doubled up through Daniel Negreanu. There's the laydown. And Johnny Loudon wins a huge pot, and the crowd goes wild.
He has had his boot on the neck of this final table so far.
No help for Jason.
3 outs, 2 cards to hit him.
Mercier, one of 2 players at this final table, looking to be the first 2-time EPT champion. But now 1 card away from elimination. A 10 on the river, 1 time. Not this time. Jason Mercier exits in.
Some funky things can happen.
Jack of clubs.
It's an 8 on the turn, so Schwartz is now drawing dead. He is definitely out in 6th.
Sorry, love. We're doing good.
Schwartz out. Cody can still survive.
He needs a jack. 2 outs, 1 card to come. It's a 10, double elimination. Schwartz in 6th, Cody.
Johnny managed to gain equity after the flop. That is not easy to do.
2 spades, I'm happy.
He'll take his flat, chop it up.
Daniel would rather see 2 spades than a 9 or a 10.
It's a 9, the miracle card for Loudon.
Now, I need a 10 or a queen.
Daniel not dead yet.
It's mixing.
Both these guys severely underreacting in such a huge pot.
The river card is an ace. A bad beat for Negreanu and John.
4, please.
No medium, that's boring. 10.
He wants big, I want little. There's way more little ones than big ones. Ooh, that's a little one. Really little now. 4 of hearts. Or something. He wants big. Little one. You guys, down, I go under.
Daniel needs to fade an ace, queen, or jack. It's a jack!
Nice hand.
And Daniel Negreanu's hopes of completing the Triple Crown here in Monaco have been
Urge.
Guy have the best hand here. Funny one.
Specifically designed to get a hero call out of a pocket pair or ace high.
And Pantling does hero with ace high.
Steve O'Dwyer played that river masterfully. They are right to be patting each other on the backs for that.
Favorite as this race begins, a 6 on the flop, but the gut shot straight draw for Loudon.
That smile is the loudest thing in the room. Wouldn't expect it to stay that way, though, if Johnny catches a king.
Loudon's gonna need that king on the river.
Steve is just 1 card away from a massive pot and dealing a devastating blow to Johnny's chip stack and spirit.
The Norwegians don't get what they commanded. O'Dwyer doubles up through Loudon. Well, here's how things stand.
And hashtag this one a fail. There's about to be some disappointed Norwegians on the rail, and certainly one at the table.
Johnny Loudon, the last remaining member of Team Pro, has 3 outs. It's a king. Johnny Loudon exits in 3rd. It is his best ever result on the EPT.
Steve knows Pantley is going to miss this flop a lot. And I think when Steve calls here, he expects his hand to be good a fair amount, but certainly good if he catches a card.
He doesn't, though. It's a king on the turn.
Not a good card for Steve. Now catching a card won't often be good enough.
He checks a second time. And Pantling barrels. 640k. O'Dwyer gives it up.
Nice job by Pantling, winning that hand the only way he thought he could, by barreling harder than a guy.
Balls.
8.
Down, please, gentlemen.
Is that a flush?
It is a flush. And Pantling will double up unless there is a jack, 10, 8, or 4 on the river. 10 outs for O'Dwyer, which would see him win the title, but there's a 77% chance that Pantling doubles up and we play on. It's an ace on the river. It's quads for O'Dwyer that see him triumph here in Monaco and win the EPT 9.